Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's got him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great.
Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Escapes the sack. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Just too much juice on that one as he airman. Receiver out of bounds.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Working on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Missouri's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Line is set on third down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll move the tight end. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. And into the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line.
And he takes it in for the...
defense goes as he goes. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in. It's Barry Johnson. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. On the move at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone, and they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Missouri! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try the run. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. Gives it on the option. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's the handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. nestled just inside that right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Complete to start this drive. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's looking to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now it's 3rd and goal. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move, working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Colorado!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The RPO, it's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an act.
Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. The pull and throw off the RPO. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He might want another play. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Taylor. Oh, it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. 3rd down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Madison. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Quarterback making checks. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He wants to change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 22 over Navy. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Plows through the defense. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Taylor. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Just drives it between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's got it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Toss to the outside. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today. An absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Buffs. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 30 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Off and running. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. They're going to run it. Dives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Defense in press coverage. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Under fire. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Barry Johnson. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes have moved it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Got it back on second and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
Touchdown, Colorado! Great job by the back on the option.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the Colorado offense is gone to the field. Unloads quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Finds a man by himself. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The play action fake. the pressure. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete to the left. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.